Michael, Michael, Mike. Hey, Mike. You know, there's this old saying that payback's a bitch, and you learned that firsthand last night. But before we get into what happened last night, let's let's see what led up to this, so to speak. You see, Mike, one thing about you is when you get drunk, you like to run your mouth. You just talk, talk, talk. You don't shut the fuck up. And there's nothing wrong with that, except when you talk about me and you brag about how you've done things to me, and that's all well and good. Really, it is, Michael. But you see, while some people try to get their payback, everybody's different when the way they pay back people. Some people will try it the next day, the next week, maybe the next month. See, Mike, I'm a patient guy. Yeah, I am. And last night proved it. You see, one thing you like to talk about when you're drunk about me is what you did to me at Big Joe's Tattoos in White Plains several years ago. Forget? Forget what it is because you're sober? Huh? Well, let me refresh your memory. It was a Saturday, I believe. Came to get a tattoo. And while there was the wait, I fell asleep. Now keep in mind you were working at the front desk. And what's behind the front desk? The copy machine. The copy machine that transfers the outline of the tattoo onto the transfer paper, the purple transfer paper. You remember that, Mike? Is this refreshing your memory? Now, Mike, that's right. I fell asleep and I had my head tilted back. And there was a ledge behind me, so what do? You grab the purple transfer paper and you rub it across my whole forehead as I'm sleeping. So when I wake up, my whole face is purple. You remember that now, Mike? You remember how you like to talk about that to people when you're drunk? Huh? Do you? You remember that? Good. 'Cause that's the key right there. You see, that happened years ago. And I didn't do nothing about it until now. But you see, I also, in paying you back, had someone else do it. What am I talking about? Come on, Mike. You know what I'm talking about. 'Cause it really pissed you off last night, didn't it? Huh? You thought Bingo was responsible? But, truthfully, he's too dumb to think of something like this. That's right. Remember last night, Mike? Kinda same scenario. You fell asleep. That's right. You fell asleep while working at the Crazy Horse. You fell asleep, and what happened? That's right. Charlie came up and put soap in your mouth. Do you really think Charlie has that kind of head on his shoulders that he could actually think of doing something like that to you on your own? No, Charlie's more of a Mason Taser guy. Charlie doesn't have that mindset to think about putting soap in your mouth. But you know who does? I do, Mike. See, I may not have been down there, but I've been keeping an eye on what's going on. I have my sources, and I know what goes on there. And the funny thing is, believe it or not, I paid Charlie to do this, and he had no problem taking my money. How much? $1! That's right, Mike. I gave Charlie $1 to get you at the right time. That right time, Mike, was last night. You let your guard down and you fell asleep. Charlie went in the bathroom, got the soap, and put it in your mouth. And when you woke up, you flipped. You flipped real good, Michael. And you know what? For 1 second, for 1 second, You had no idea who really was behind all this. You had no fucking clue that it was me. That's right, Mike. I'm the one that came up with the idea to get you when your defenses were down. This has been going on for some time. Last night was that defining moment. Last night you put your guard down and you fell asleep. And with the $1 that I gave Charlie, I got my payback. That's right, Mike. Paybacks are a bitch. What are you gonna do about it, huh? You know what? You know what you're gonna do? Absolutely nothing.